There's a lag here. What is the lag? Do I need to do I need to cut out this computer? Oh, it could. You know what? Hold on. Command Option Escape. Oh, child, Club Deck is on here. Get off Club Deck. We don't like you, bastard. Now watch things speed up. And cut out the iTunes too. we don't like her either. Okay, now this feels a little bit better. This feels a little bit better. Hold on. Hello. It's still a lag. I know where the lag coming from. You know what? I probably need to restart my computer though. But it's too late for that. You know, to be quite frank with you, honey, seeing my face is distracting me. Mhm. I'm pretending I don't see it. All right, hey everybody, what's going on? I hope you're doing fine. I am doing well. You know what I want to do? On Clubhouse, I've been talking about roots and herbs, common roots and herbs. Are y'all getting a lag? Is it too slow? Hold on. It could be the Wi-Fi. I have my own Wi-Fi. Hold on. My own Wi-Fi is. Hmm, I don't see it. No, it's not the Wi-Fi. That's a very good signal. It's not the Wi-Fi. I said I was gonna be on Clubhouse pretty soon, but child, listen. I'll get on that later though. But I have been spending no time on the thing on the other sites themselves. So said, listen, I'm gonna go ahead on and spend some time with y'all over there. Listen, it's Friday. It's Friday, 7:58 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hi, my name is Theodore Beaulieu. And if you don't know me, I am the quintessential hoodoo conjurer. Nice to meet you. Oh, this one. I hope you enjoy your stay. Listen, what I want to do on here, because I've been on Clubhouse giving so much information concerning herbs, I think it's about time that we go through our apothecary concerning herbs and really familiarize ourselves with herbs that are used in conjure, not only what the herbs do, but also what they're made for, basically. Um, hmm. Go through each herb and see what that herb do and herbs that are popular in conjure. This is very, very, very important indeed. I've been looking past a lot of the videos off at home the last few years. And to be quite frank with you, a lot of young conjurers out there, they may not have that apothecary knowledge of southern herbs. Some of these herbs are not southern, they're actually from the north or from overseas. But because of Amazon, we do have access to stuff, which is lovely. It's very nice. We do have access, definitely. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull up my notes. Hold on. Now, why'd I do that? You know I can't see nothing. Exactly. Now, here we go. Now, mind you, you know what? I stopped right here when I was on Clubhouse. Hold on. Leave that right there. I leave a. Go ahead. There we go. Hit a red mark right there. I'm using my wonderful PDF, and I'm going to have to go back. I've already started this journey on Clubhouse already, but I said, y'all might as well get in on the game, get in on the mojo, definitely. Don't go back there like that. No, thank you. All right. Now, some of these herbs, a few of them I didn't mention on Clubhouse. Oh, that smells so good, child. I got this beautiful fragrant oil. It smells very nice. Oh, I'm just in love. Oh, it smells so wonderful. Oh, where's it at? Don't put that up in there like that. Hold on. It smells very, very nice. So, hmm. Oh, I just love it so much. And it oxidizes just perfectly. Oh, so good. All right. The first herb we're going to do, of course, is agrimony. Now, agrimony is one of my favorite herbs. Mind you, I used to use agrimony a whole entire lot, considering certain work, especially cleansing work for itself. Also, to use agrimony for my college friends for breaking conditions, breaking up boyfriends, toxic relationships going on. Agrimony with a good Solomon seal, just powdered Solomon seal and agrimony just by itself is very, very good. Um, I still know I am picking up my relationship with agrimony that was over 22 years ago when I was in college. I know, honey, I'm old. No, not old, but seasoned, delicious. Um, I know I look it right. Oh, just look like I'd have been drugged by a cat through the alleys of life. It's okay though. I'm still cute. Mm. Face card has never declined, honey. It may listen. It may had a deficient fund sometimes, but I always was able to maintain that balance somehow, some way. Absolutely. I will come back. Now, decline that. Just takes a little rejuvenation, a little sleep, and a whole lot of loving. Anyway, get off of that. Now, oh my goodness. So listen, um, agrimony is also too good for business, good for prosperity. Agrimony is a really excellent herb to draw business and abundance to you. It really truly is. One way of dealing with agrimony too as well. One thing I want you to do whenever you have agrimony, you can go ahead on and um, add a little olive leaf, also, of course, astragalus angelica that's there. Agrimony, pardon me, hear me out. And I'm just glad I thought about this. When you use agrimony, did I take medication? Yes, I did. I have to take my cholesterol medication. Um, when you use agrimony, you're always going to have to couple it with an herb to raise its vibration. Agrimony causes chaos. It's a beautiful herb to bring forth the mojo that creates the physical world around us. That's pure chaos. That is the energy of manifestation. When you think agrimony, think mojo of manifestation, which means it goes in a lot of things. I'm gonna tell you something too. If you want to use agrimony, oh, hold on. Before we start jumping around, if you want to use agrimony in money, Solomon seal, nutmeg, bay leaves, basil, olive leaves, mm, rue, astragalus. Yes, please. Now, mind you, put them together. Now, I'm gonna need more powdered bay leaves than all of them. Each of them could be a teaspoon, depending on what you put, depending on what you place inside the herb, depending on what how big the juju is. If you have a 3 by 3 plastic nickel bag to put your herbs in, then have a tables. Then the um, powdered bay leaves is going to be around about 2 tablespoons, 1 tablespoon for every herb. Now, what I love about this, what I absolutely love, is the whole entire fact that agrimony will go about. Now, mind you, with that agrimony too, I forgot to list Gallon Gal as well as Low John too. Low John and Gallon Gal, because Low John and Gallon Gal work really, really well with agrimony. That'll be a good love mixture. Put that in a red mojo bag, red flannel mojo bag, red mojo bag. Now, ironically enough, do not use green to draw money to you. Mm-mm. Use brown or red. Red is a typical color for conjure. Hmm. Red is a typical color. Don't Brown. I don't know what is damn green. Y'all do the green because money green. That money is not green. The ink of money is a brownish green. Have you seen that green of that ink? That's not true green. I don't know what they are. Green draws in sickness. Green is also draws in mojo concerning the green spirit, the elementals that make trees grow, make things grow. You make your money grow, definitely, but you got to have a root for that money. So you have to, that money has to take root before it can grow, honey. That's the reason why some of y'all work don't work. It'll work a little bit and not work no more. Green is not a good color. It ain't. Next one we're gonna have. Okay, now hold on. I forgot to do something. If you want to use acrimony for love, I'm gonna need for you to chasten that acrimony with other roots. What I mean, chasten it by it. This is what we do. Get your mortar pedestal. Take a teaspoon, a tablespoon of the acrimony, tablespoon of rose petals, tablespoon of if you're a girl, Jezebel root, master root, and calamus. If you're a boy, vanilla, hydron powder, calamus, vanilla, Queen's Hands lace. That'll be fine. Queen's Hands lace. Be really good. That'll be good. Now, crush it all together. Crush it together. Now, what I want you to do after you pour it, crush it together and pray over it. Now, that's if it's your work. If it's anybody else work for a client, let them pray over it. But crush it together. It has to be root together. Now, what I want you to take in that mortar pedestal. Now make sure you clean the mortar pestle out, please, with a nice toothbrush, because for the next work coming along, because we don't want no love work being part of the money exactly, unless you got 4 or 5 mortar pestles around, one for money work, one for hex work, one for well-being work. What that's Daddy do. Daddy got several of them. One for money work, because that energy gets inside that mortar pestle. It's fine. You just got to wash it and salt it because it soak up energy. And then let it dry out in the sun. Okay, there we go. Crush everything up. Go ahead and add rose odor oil. I also want a nice 2 or 3 drops of a nice musk oil, definitely. You gotta draw that person in. Okay, crush it up, crush it up, crush it up, crush it up, crush it up. Now add on about 3 or 4 drops to that dried powder. Now that dried powder, you should have about a good 2.5 tablespoons worth. Actually, if you're using a whole tablespoon, that's a teaspoon of each one, a teaspoon that you're grounding up. So that's going to be equivalent to 3 tablespoons, about 2.5, 3 tablespoons. Okay. Uh oh. Oh. Oh, I didn't think the. Oh, child, I ain't paying attention to that damn screen. All right, here we go. Just because it's too much of a distraction. Now, here we go. Now, you crush that up, put in your rose odor oil, calamus oil, a nice musk oil. This is for everybody. 10 drops of rose odor, 5 drops of musk, 10 drops of rose odor, 5 drops of musk, 5 drops of calamus. That'll be good. Now it's going to be an oily paste. Okay. Now you're going to take this paste. Now you're going to have over here, because you have to rutilate it together. You got to press that mojo, that mortar pestle. You got to bond them together. That's called rutilating. Baby, I don't know if that's the word. That's my granddaddy say. You got to crush it together. Crush it together. Make sure the mojo, that oil is going to bond them together. That's a superpower. It's super. Now then you're going to have in that juju bag, that your manja, your little plastic mojo bag that you're going to put inside a red or pink mojo bag. You're going to put in your bosom or hang around your neck. This is going to be a tablespoon of rose petals, orris root, okay, tablespoon of orris root, tablespoon of rose petals, Uh, skullcap, white willow bark, sweet yam powder, cinnamon. Cinnamon is so ignorant. It's okay. That's fine. Now, mind you, pit that little, scrape it up scrape it off. Now, pit that greasy. It's be like a little. It's gonna be a little greasy. Fold up into a ball. Plop that in. Press your mat. Press your plastic bag. Mix it up together. Pit most rose petals. You now have what's called a wet roux. Now, is it wet by liquid? Yes, it is. It's oil. That's a wet roux. That roux right there, think of it as the elixir as long as it's wet. Now, mind you, you can put more rose oil in there if you want to. You don't have to, definitely. Now, it's going to smell so good. I want you to put that in a pink mojo bag or red mojo bag. And when you have it, concentrate on the person you love. Now, what we have something to attract love to you. If you have a specific person, that's going to take a name paper. You got to put inside that mojo. That name paper, you use the dipping method to protect the tutelage of it. Also, too, I'm gonna need to go ahead once you have everything inside that plastic bag, then inside your mojo bag. Open it up, put a capful of whiskey, one capful. Close the cinch it back, tie nice and tight. Put that in your mojo bag. Let that whiskey just settle down in the oils. It's gonna smell so good. Put that in a pink mojo bag. Keep it close to your heart. It will draw love to you. Now, if you want to go ahead and master folks, go ahead on and add Damiana, not to the rutilated part, but to the dried roots. That's a tablespoon. Add Damiana, didn't have Crete. That's it. You're doing too much. You're gonna make yourself fall in love. Look in the mirror. Oh, I love you so much. Now you're gonna become a narcissist. Look at you to fall in love with yourself. No, because it will work on your headspace. But that skull cat will put you in the mindset of love itself. It will change your mojo. Now that's a really good mojo right there. So smell really good, very very good. That'll last you about a good 6 weeks, about 6 months, 6 to 7 months. Carry it around you. Now, mind you, if you have a specific person, what I want you to do is this: take their name and birth date, a name paper. Now, write a petition. Always state it present tense, as if it's happening in the moment. Such and such loves me. I'll teach you a trick. Such and such loves me so much. And such is happy when they think about me. And such is love and care grows from me with every beat of their heart. I like to create petitions. This has been in this practice has been in our family for generations. Assign the growth and zenith of that mojo and conjure power to a reliable bodily function. Since we dealing with this heart, the seat of the soul, that heart gonna beat. Because if it don't beat, and that person is gone on to the upper room, like King Will used to say, then you don't want them anyway, honey. They're dead. You don't want a dead person. No. So there you go. Always assign your petition to some part of it, to something that is predictable, something you can rely on. You can never, as long as that person's in the land of the living, he or she will always have a heartbeat. Always rely on that. And such as love grows for me. Love and care grows for me with every beat of that heart. Put that in a pot, mind you, roll that up like a holy scroll. Just roll it up, bind it with red thread. Now, if you want to put this, mind you, please use unlined paper. While you're using lined paper, I didn't tell you to do that. Use unlined paper, butcher's paper. Thank you. No, the name paper. Oh, that's a good question. Put the name paper, roll the petition over the name paper. Okay? Have the name paper encased in the petition and roll them together. Bind with red thread, Now, if you want to use the beeswax method, because we don't really believe in it. My grandparents don't believe in anything else because they're old fashioned, and they need Jesus. No, they don't. I'm just playing. But they're very old fashioned. They believe in all that plastic, the stuff, and everything else. So, what you can do, get you some hot beeswax. Take that petition and dip it in the beeswax. Let it dry. Dip it in the beeswax. Let it dry. Dip it in beeswax. Let it dry. Dip it in beeswax. Dip it 10 times. This, y'all, a lot of time, a lot of people be having spirit jars and sachets with articulated notes, petitions, and name paper. And the minute those oils start to make that ink run of that person's name, who's we talking about? The spell is over. You even have some people out there that will lie and say, "Ooh, child. Well, if the name is rutilated, if it's melted, then that means the spell is working." That's a lie. You don't know what the hell you're talking about at all. And I'm here to tell you. And I'm big enough to tell you. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. You know how I know? Because I've spent plenty of time experimenting and seeing about some shit. Every single time that name got muddy at the bottom of that jar, and I opened up that jar after a few months, every time I had a problem with a jar, that name paper, and Daddy and my grandmama told me this, that name paper, it had run, it ran together. So how in the hell it don't work that way? My ear itching. It really don't. There we go. Perfect. Now that name paper, child, it's kind of hot in this hot spot. It's hot. My ear be itching. Now, there we go. That beeswax seal. If you don't want to do it that way, put that inside a juju bag. Fold it. Oh, if it's a person, fold it away from you. Fold it 4 times. Put it inside a Ziploc bag. Squeeze the air out. Put that in that mojo bag. Mm, right, right. That's how you do it. People love to give people the wrong information. It's awful. I don't like it. I'm out here in these hoodoo streets to correct some shit. Why you do that? Giving people the wrong information, fucking shit up. Not you, baby. They know who they is. You probably don't know better. Now you do. You can't say nobody didn't tell you. Here we go. Now, next one is alfalfa. Alfalfa's for money. Money. Alfalfa's also can make a good house and home. Wonderful. But alfalfa's for money. Alfalfa's mostly for money. That alfalfa, cinnamon, rice powder, bay leaf powder, little $5 bill, $10 bill, little high john, gallon gal, nice sachet. That's a nice one. Go, yeah, get money. That's a nice sachet. Very, very nice. What color? Red mojo. And I told you about using green. Girl, I'm out of water. What am I gonna drink now? Water. I need to go back to the convenience store. At least get a post office. I don't like the Postmates people coming here. They all in Los Angeles. They always look funny. They all look like they need Jesus really bad. They need to be in somebody's prayer line. Somebody need to be praying for them. I don't like people coming up to my door like that. Look like they have a confliction of evil, and like they've made very bad decisions, and not all of them. Mm. That old show do smell good. Oh, I smell like a handsome man. I love it. It's lovely. Alfalfa's for money. Alfalfa. Now, if you want a nice juju for alfalfa, I just told you a nice juju. Nice sachet. Now, alfalfa, if you have any money candles and you're looking for a nice powder to a dusting powder for your candles. Speaking of candles, I'm glad we're on the subject. You're gonna need to learn how to marinate your candles and your anointing oils correctly. Here we go. Oh, child, I have some to drink. I have my coffee. Girl, I made this coffee earlier. Still nice and warm. Girl, this is a good ass thermos right here. I made it about 2 hours ago. This is lovely. All right. This is my candle. Make sure I close this because I want to make a mess. Here we go. And I don't want no jokes. All right. When you have a candle in your hand, you take your anointing oil, put it in your right, always your right hand. Yes. You hold your candle to bring things to you, left hand. We want to bring money. Start from the middle and marinate up. Put that oil right there. Don't put a lot. Right there. Keep your hand right there. Now, then from the bottom, and say your prayer. You're going to have to set spiritual parameters with that candle. You have to create a petition. This is the flame going up. That flame is going to have a yin. That candle has to have a energetic yin and yang. This draws energy up into that candle. But right there in that middle is when that flame coming out. Okay? Now, energy, that flame comes out, it draws the energy out. But when you do that petition, that's usually if you don't do it, it just goes all the way up. But when you go ahead and you do like that information comes into that flame, feeding that salamander, going down, drawing information up, staying in that candle, alchemy, flowing up, getting your petition, getting things done. Nobody didn't tell you that. Well, you know now. You didn't know that. Some of y'all already know. Probably a lot of y'all already know already. Cheers to you. Very good. Oh, I put this over here. Girl, I almost knocked this over with my big old clubs of hands. I can't be relied on. I'll break some shit. All right, now here we go. Next, we have alkanet seed. Alkanet. I'm going in alphabetical order. Thank you very much. I'm gonna trip this up too, though, because this list is long as hell. Oh, daddy. But I'm glad this list has been curated. Alkanet seed works for money work, good fortune, and good business. Works for prosperity and abundance. You could put alkanet root inside your shoes. Nice red mojo along your ankle. Alkanet root also shades things a little bit red too as well. Alkanet work can be used for money conjure. It has been. It will draw people in and keep them there, especially if you use gravel root. About gravel root, because we don't come across anything than the G's. But since we're here, that gravel root, when you think of stubborn people, think of gravel root. You hear me? The more stubborn a person is, use gravel root. But I'm gonna tell you something. You're gonna have to rutilate that gravel root. You hear me? I need for that gravel root. Go in your mortar and pestle. Bam! Grind equal amounts of gravel root and sulfur. Grind it. Yellow sulfur powder. Sulfur powder. Yes. Grind it up. Grind it. Put that calamus root in. Now, if it's for love, I need rose odo and sweet orange. Sweet orange, that grabber root is the big boss. Oh, you think you're going to be bossy? You think you're going to be stubborn? Oh, you think you're doing something? Damiana then. You think you're doing something? Damiana for you. Master root for you. You think you're stubborn? Solomon seal for you. I'm gonna break your back. Skull cap for you. Put all of them, a teaspoon of each. Crush. That's for somebody very stubborn. Crush it all together. Have your rose odor oil in. Like drip, 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 drip. Like that. It's gonna turn into an oily paste. That's perfect. Take that oily paste, transfer it to wax paper. Put it on. Now, mind you, get a nice dusting of orris root powder. Powder your hands. That orris root powder. Roll it into a ball. Or you can just go ahead and put that in your plastic mojo bag, honey, with the other dried roots. There. That alkanet, you know you can use bloodroot too, with along with it. Bloodroot keeps promises. Helps keep promises. It can. Mhm. Crush the bloodroot up with the alkanet, honey. It smells so good. It smells very, very good. I love it. Now take that oily, take that wet roux. We call it red roux in Baton Rouge. Take that. It's not really water. It's oil. Transfer it to your bag with your rest of your herbs. Squish it along with the rest. Put your liquor in, your name paper. Bam. Nice mojo. There you go. Now the roots inside your plastic bag should be a tablespoon apiece. And that wet roux should fit right inside. What I like to do, that because that wet roux is the soul of your mojo. We would have rutilated it. That's the soul, the magic, the cause and effect. Uh-huh. And so that stubborn person, now mind you, if you're trying to get somebody, you should hang it around your neck. It would over your heart. It would draw them to you. Mhm. Or you could put it on your ancestor altar, or put it above your front door, or put it on the side of the bed you don't sleep on. It'll draw them right to that bed. I'd rather you do that. You trying to draw somebody to the bed, is you? Put it over your front door, inside. Because sometimes some people be having mojo, and their mojo is too thick. I'm too sensitive for that. Like, listen, if I want a nigga, girl, he may have the heap of jeepers on him. And I don't want no part of that. I don't want no part of it. I can feel ugh. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna put it on the side of the bed I want him to sleep on. That bed gonna call him. It's gonna call him beautifully. And there you go. There you go. All right, now Alkanet itself, mm, yeah, enough of that. All heal. All heal is good for keeping sickness away. All heal is good for keeping depression away, along with astragalus and angelica, and mother's wort as well as comfrey. All heal is talking too fast. Sorry. All heal is good for keeping the depression monster away. You got someone who's depressive. Astragalus, angelica, mother's wort, calamus. Add a ground caraway seed up in there. Come on. Let's do some rooter. Let's root or something. Come on. We're gonna rutilate it. Caraway seed, frankincense oil, teaspoon. Yes. No table, half a tablespoon. 20 drops of frankincense oil. Sage, put sage in it. Oh, Now more than pestle. Woo, my hand's tied. Oh my God. Here we go. Chad, that's a lot of friction. There we go. Now go ahead on. What else could we add to that? You also could add white roses, dried white rose petals. You'll need many. Rutilate it, crush it up. Scrape that to your wax paper, okay? Or put that in that mojo bag of these are herbs that should already be in that plastic mojo bag. Get the small little nickel bags, okay? All right. Now, astragalus and astragalus root, angelica root, sage, spikenard, rue, yarrow, balm of Gilead. That's it. Tablespoon of each. Half a tablespoon. Pit that wet rue. That's the soul of that mojo bag. If you have someone in mind, that'll be a nice gift for them. Why is you carrying it on you? You're not depressed. Give it to them. Make sure you put some sulfur up. When you rutilate it, make sure, did I tell you sulfur? Make sure you put sulfur and a little bit of one little bead of obsidian and one piece of wonderful shungite. Thank you. Oh, child, it's Friday, 8:33. Y'all tired of me yet? Hold on. Where's the window at? Hmm. Oh, hi. Hello, hi. Hello, Divine. Hello, Nave Squad. Hello, JS. I'm sorry. I'm busy over here talking. So sorry. Anybody hit up the private chat? Hi, honey. I'm talking to the internet people that are going to be on here later looking things up. Hello. Hmm. All right, there we go. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? I hope you're doing fine. All right, here we go. Now, next one is allspice. Allspice is good for better business and money. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Allspice, what I like to do with allspice, cinnamon, bay leaves, allspice, cinnamon, bay leaves, real cloves, the real whole cloves. Um, cinnamon, allspice, bay leaves, cloves, nutmeg. Thank you. As well as orange peels. I will boil that down into a nice hot pot, and I'm going to have a very fragrant house boil. It will light the whole house up, fill it with prosperity and abundance. Listen, let it boil for about an hour and a half on a low fire, about 30 minutes. Don't do an hour, 30 minutes. Take that, pit that. Now, go use a cheesecloth, filter all that out, light up the whole house. The whole house is so beautiful, so good. Then, because it smell like potpourri, it literally changes the energy. That's one quick way of changing the energy. You don't know pot boils to change the energy in your house. Oh, that's a whole hoodoo way of doing things. Pot boils when you have that old throwaway pot and you boil all the herbs on your stove to lift the house, lift the energy in the house. That's one way to bring money to you because it smells so good and it lifts the energy. But what we're going to do with this pot boil, take your cheesecloth or your strainer, strain all the heavy bits out of it. Put that water inside a bucket of natural clean water that already has about 4 tablespoons of Florida water in it. Put that in, do a floor wash. Wash your floor first, mop your floor. Now, if you're going to use a regular mop, like you do a cleansing mop, listen, why can't we put lemon oil up in there? Lemon juice, please. Huh? A half a cup of lemon juice. Every time you mop your floors, you should always have a half a cup of real lemon juice and 10 drops of lemon oil if you have it. Now that we done did that, listen, if you don't have any floors, okay, I got some for you then. Get you a spray bottle. You have all the rugs on your floor. Okay, that's cool. Get your spray bottle. Fill out all the heavy parts out of it, okay? And shoo, 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 shoo. Go in all the dark corners. Get 2 or 3 spray bottles worth of it. Put in the kitchen with the first one. I want you to go in that closet, that dark ass closet where you feel that cold spot. That spray on the carpet. I'm gonna need for that carpet to be moist and slightly dewy. Moist. Spray all around. Let it sit. I bet you to change the energy of the house. Go in the dark corners. Also, too, for that closet and all them dark spaces, when you feeling disturbances. I don't know why your house is not corded off by a sofa. Yeah, a sofa. Also, too, under your bed, we're gonna need a wonderful, wonderful 2 tablespoons of sea salt, 32 ounces of water under your bed. Dump it out every 2 days. I'm gonna keep reminding y'all forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. I'm gonna keep reminding you. 2 tablespoons of sea salt, 32 ounces of clean water. Please. That and dump it out every other day. This will make sure you sleep well. If you want to, pick like 10 drops of frankincense oil. Do this plastic bowl, glass bowl, ceramic bowl. Don't use metal. You don't use metal. Thank you very much. Now, that'll make a nice little flow wash with allspice, honey. Allspice is also good for just bringing good luck to you. If you want to have just a mojo bag just full of allspice and frankincense in it, just create a little juju bag, a little plastic little nickel bag. Fill it with allspice and 20 drops of frankincense. Put that in a red mojo bag. Put that in your bosom. See what type of day you have. You're looking for a raise. You're looking for that old mean ass coworker to get off your back because you're about ready to beat her in the head. Don't do that. Don't beat her in the head. You're too cute to go to jail. Put that allspice and that frankincense. And let that old slew-footed, barefooted, old slew-footed knock-knee bitch come around you once again. She won't. She'll stay away. I bet you she will. See, problem solved. And she can look as mean and hateful all she wants to, as long as she stay in the corner and play with herself. Don't come over here with your madness, because I got something for you. That's a nice juju to help protect yourself, and it smells good too. Did I just call that lady knock-knee? Well, she is. That's why she mad, because her knees knocked together. Listen, I can't help how God made you. Go get a surgery or something. Or learn how to walk like a regular person instead of walking. Girl, let's walking. Well, look like she walk like she carrying all the weight in the world. Go sit on knock knee. We need to stop talking about people like that. Some of the most wonderful people I've ever met have knock knees. I used to have knock knees until I got bigger. I did. All right, alum. ALUM. We going alphabetically. Alum. Alum is good for gossip. Alum is also one of the main ingredients. When you take that beef tongue, that stop gossip beef tongue. One of the roots, girl, I smoked that down to the nub. One of that roots you use is alum. Alum is a mineral though, baby. Along with red pepper, black pepper, hot pepper, gravel root. What else? Aconite, wolfsbane, aconite. hmm Along with rusty ass nails, a little piece of glass, and a little sliver of a razor. Now, you cut that tongue, cut it in half. Don't cut it down to the quick. You just slice it open. Put all the little ingredients inside, and I need for you to take some black thread and sew along with name paper of the person, their name and birth date. Then I need for you to sew that bitch up. Sew it up with that weaving. You know that curved weave needle? Just sew it up as best you can. Sew it up. Now I need for you to take some black thread after you make that juju. Make sure you're wearing your rubber gloves because this is raw meat. Bind it up. Bind it. Tight as you can. Bind it. Bind that heifer up in there. And then take the rest of that black pepper, coat it with black pepper, put it in a brown paper bag, and I want you to bury it, bury it somewhere, preferably near a highway. Or you could, what's another good place to bury it? In a landfill. You can actually bury that. You can go next to a crossroad. You can bury it. Just bury it in the ground. Put a rock over it, but work it. Also, too, you're gonna need to. You have to. You light a candle too as well. You light a black candle after you done bound her. You light a black candle. Black candle right at the back of that tongue. Make sure the back of that tongue, that bound tongue, is touching that black candle. Or you could take a black candle, open a space where you done sewed it up, and take that black candle and squeeze it into that space. A little black taper candle. And I'm gonna need for you to pray Psalms 91, take care of your enemies. You're gonna feel a chill up your spine after you do it. Now after you burn that candle gonna tell you everything you need to know. Put that in a brown paper bag. Honey, you can discard on the railroad tracks. You know, railroad tracks. Right on the track, either on the tracks itself or close to the tracks. Although you know the gravel that be on elevated railroad tracks, move some of them rocks. Move enough of them. Put that tongue up in there. Put the rocks back over it. She won't bother you no more. The haints will get her. Child, when she come back into work, she gonna look like she ain't slept in 3 years. She can't sleep. That night terror on her gonna take her out, gonna take her from this world. Going forward, now mark my word. Always that I just thought about that. That old cow's tongue, take it to the railroad. You don't need no crossroad. You don't need none of that. Take it to the railroad. Because Elegua may be insulted with it. Because Elegua, depend on the peppers. Now, mind you, if you go to Elegua, have the nice paper bag, make sure you pay him first. Drop some change down on the ground with a little bit of whiskey. Say, Elegua, take care of this for me. But I'd rather you put on the railroad. Elegua know them railroads too. Leave some change for the spirits to work it. Pour a little whiskey on it to attract them. There you go. Bet she won't bother you no more at all. But that's what that alum is used for. That alum is really, really wonderful. Who else up in here? Hey, King Will, how you doing? Hi. I'm over here now on the thing. I was supposed to go on Clubhouse, but I didn't feel like it. Well, I'm gonna be on that pretty soon. I said I'm gonna be on that. I don't like lying to folks. All right, now I'm gonna be on that. Give me about an hour. All right. So alum is wonderful. Listen, we done got how long we been on there? 48 minutes. I'm gonna cap it at 48 minutes. All right. Do y'all want me to stay on some more? I'm gonna stay on some more because I don't mind. Shit, I'm all comfortable. I feel cozy. I'm gonna stay on here some more. I feel all cozy. Okay, alum is wonderful. All right, now we have angelica root. Angelica root is called angelica root. It's an angel root, especially mixed with astragalus root. They're the dynamic duo: astragalus root, angelica root, as well as mother's wort. Well, actually, angelica root, astragalus root, and spikenard. Sorry. What you call it? Astragonda. I can never say that. Ashwagandha. Those three, those are my exorcism roots. They will get rid of any bad haint anywhere. Listen, with that angelica also too. It is called the Holy Ghost root. Daddy calls it the Holy Ghost root. It deals with family matters, unruly children, unruly everybody. It really bring down the energy inside your house. Listen, if you want to take some angelica root and put it in some wonderful high octane alcohol, which probably be Everclear, go on ahead and do that. Rutilate it. Stick it inside that alcohol for up to 6 weeks. That alcohol you can now use you can use it to sprinkle all around your house to get rid of hates. It's better than sea salt. It's a good root to have. But one thing I'm gonna need for you to put up in there is a little bit of red pepper. I'm sorry, black pepper, just a little bit to make sure they carry their ass on. And also too, if you want to be even fancier, put a little bit of sea salt. That sea salt is not gonna melt in that liquor. It's gonna fall to the bottom. The spirit of that sea salt would be inside that angelica, as well as that black pepper. About a teaspoon of black pepper. Let it sit inside that Everclear and smell it once a week. You're gonna smell that pepper. Then go ahead on and use it a little bit at a time. Wonderful. Angelica is used to cure all troubles. It's used basically to help folks get rid of heavy, heavy vibrations. You know what? Also, too, you can put about 20 drops of frankincense oil in that alcohol with the other powdered herbs. It's just gonna make it more powerful. Yeah, it will. Now, what else? Hold on. What else? Um, that's it. Angelica root is wonderful. It's very, very powerful, and it's even more powerful for getting rid of just tainted situations spiritually. Very good. Anise seed, Anise seed, anise. Anise seed is wonderful for tapping into your intuition. It's actually quite good for that. Child, I'm starting to go. I'm just drowsy. I'm too relaxed. Lord, just sleepy. This is good coffee. It's not having no effect on me. Why am I so tired? I got too much work to do. Oh, just push through it, shit. All right, anise seed, a nice bouchon or a nice sachet for your to do have prophetic dreams is master root, orris root, more amounts of anise seed with lavender. Mhm. Put that in a purple, a little a light purple, light periwinkle mojo bag. Always put that under your pillow, along with a little bit of obsidian glass, volcanic glass. It works. It worked better that way. Go ahead on there. Child, this chair hurt my ass. Hold on. I'm tired of this chair. Oh, Jesus. Woo. You're lying to get a pillow. Uh-uh. Listen. Oh, that's better. Oh, oh, it's not good. It's hurt my tuchus. All right, that's much better. You know what it is? I just ate dinner, and I have the itis. I just ate supper. I have the itis. It'll go away. We just gotta work through it. All right, now anise seed is also good for intuition, tapping into your own mojo. Anise seed mixed with Solomon seal. Solomon seal. Hold on. Master of the woods, cloves, spearmint. Hold on. Spearmint. There's another root I'm missing. Turmeric. Turmeric root, whole root. Cut it up in small shards. Mix it in with alcohol. That can be a nice topical to increase your mojo, increase your power. Or you can also add that to mop water, anything to increase your personal power, definitely. To bring back your mojo. Sometimes we feel like we've lost our mojo. Please put some Solomon seal up in there too, copious amounts of it. Solomon seal will hand you back your mojo beautifully. Will hand you back your mojo. All right. Ooh, child. Very good. All right. Basil. Basil is good for money matters, for love matters, for well-being. Basil is a good herb. It's a good mojo to conceptualize your manifestations, to ground what you need in your life. But while doing so, to have it stay around, to have it be around. Basil will do that for you. Y'all think I need to take off these clothes? Chad, I'm not going nowhere. And I'm hot. I'm starting to sweat. I'm too big for all these clothes. Oh, Jesus. But I want to get naked either. Because I was on here without my sleeves on, showing out my arms. That's nakedness. This ain't OnlyFans. I don't know, but y'all want to see that anyway. No. All right. And that's a neat scene. Um, Now, mind you, do y'all have any questions concerning what I've listed so far? Can you use baboob seed for anything? What the hell is that? Boobab. What is that? What is that? Boobab? I probably know it. I don't know if we call it that. Probably call it some other name. Yeah, the goons run the railroads too, definitely. It's good to get your goons on work. Definitely work. What is boobab? I don't know. I don't know what that is. We probably do, but probably can. It's a seed tree from Africa. You're talking about that big old tree that's the bulbous tree. They get very old. I don't know. Find it and see what it will happen. This in Africa. I live in America. I've never heard of nothing to do with it. We deal with American herbs. Yeah, we deal with American herbs, honey. Yeah. All right, now hold on. Whew. Bay leaves. Mm. Bay leaves is for money. Bay leaves is for money. Yo, I'm getting hot. I need a fan. Am I having hot flashes? Probably. All right, now bay leaf. Bay leaf is a wonderful, wonderful mojo. It's good for drawing money, making wishes come true, purifying your space, purifying your absolutely wonderful. Mhm. Bay leaf also protects your home. Bay leaf is also hugely protected because it's a pretty high working vibration. It's a high vibration of things. All right. Now, y'all, do y'all need anything? I'm gonna continue this on. I should have did this earlier, but it's 8:55 minutes after 8. Uh, and I have to go, and I'm gonna have to go too, cause y'all I'm bored. So that's what that is, though. I'm actually bored. So listen, I ain't got nobody to talk to, and I'm bored. So listen, I usually like to be online talking to brothers and sisters. I'm bored. But listen, well, it is what it is, honey. Bay leaf is good, is absolutely good for drawing money to your whole or powder. It's also good for making wishes and dreams come true. Bay leaf is also good for love. It's good for maintaining love, a love that's matured unto itself. It's good for maintaining that love, definitely, and making that love strong. Mhm. Who the hell is watching me that got this mojo? Somebody watching me has some really low mojo because you're feeding off of me, and I can feel it. Coriander seed. Hold on. Okay. Now, do y'all have any questions? No, I'm bored with this already. All right, y'all. Listen, be good and take care of yourself. I'm heading up the clubhouse. I've already been on about an hour. It has been amazing. Thank you so much for your time. I'll make sure to include all the herbs. I'll try to include all the herbs I've listed. But this should be fine. But listen, be good and thank you. And I appreciate you. Bye bye. We're gonna end the stream now. There we go, honey.